I was hanging out with a good friend last weekend, and she started venting about the endless back and forth she's had with bathroom remodel contractors. She's finally decided she wants a proper soaking tub, something that feels more like a spa retreat than a cramped rental bathroom, and she's terrified of picking a model that looks gorgeous on the showroom floor but turns into a maintenance nightmare or a cheap feel disappointment once it's installed. She asked me, should I go for this stone resin thing I saw online, or just stick with a standard acrylic? I could hear the hesitation in her voice, the kind that comes from not wanting to waste money on a piece that won't live up to the hype. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So I dug into the specs, read the few reviews that actually exist, and thought about the everyday scenarios that matter, like how long the water stays warm, how easy it is to keep clean after a night of kids splashing, and whether the surface is safe for older parents with a little wobble in their steps. Below is what I figured out about the WOODBRIDGE 55-inch stone resin freestanding tub and whether it's worth the splurge. First off, the biggest selling point of a stone resin tub is its heat retention. Unlike acrylic that can lose temperature the minute you step out, stone resin actually absorbs and holds the heat, letting you linger a few extra minutes without feeling that sudden chill. In practice, that means if you fill the tub for a 30-minute soak, you'll still have comfortably warm water even after the first 10 minutes. For anyone who uses their bathtub as a genuine unwind zone, maybe after a long workday, a heavy workout, or a weekend with the kids, this superior heat performance translates into less reheating or having to top off with hot water. It's a small thing, but over months it feels like you're actually getting more value out of every soak. The surface of the WOODBRIDGE tub is marketed as a skin-friendly stone finish. In real life, that's a noticeable difference when you're stepping out of the tub with skin that's already sensitive from a recent shave or a bout of eczema. The material feels cool to the touch initially, then warms up with the water, and it doesn't develop that plasticky film you sometimes see on cheaper models after a few weeks of use. The slip-resistant claim also holds up. The texture is subtle but gives enough grip that you can safely step out, even if you've got a towel that's still damp. For families with toddlers or elderly relatives, that peace of mind is a genuine plus. Cleaning is another arena where stone resin shines. The easy Toklian surface isn't just marketing speak, the material is non-porous, so soap scum and mineral deposits don't soak in the way they can with traditional stone tiles. A quick rinse with a mild bathroom cleaner is all it takes, and you won't be left with stubborn stains after a hard water episode. The reparable and renewable surface claim is also worth noting. If you ever chip a corner or get a small scratch, the manufacturer says you can sand it down and recoat it without having to replace the whole tub. That's a level of longevity most acrylic tubs simply don't offer. Now, let's talk about the practical downsides. The biggest one is the weight. Stone resin is dense, significantly heavier than acrylic or fiberglass, so installation isn't a DIY job. You'll need professional installers who can reinforce the floor joists if necessary, and that can add a few $100s to the overall cost. If you're a homeowner with a sturdy slab floor, you're probably fine, but renters or anyone with a second-story bathroom should double-check load limits before committing. Another thing to keep in mind is the size. At 55 inches long, the tub is generous, which is fantastic for a full-body soak, but it also demands a fairly spacious bathroom footprint. If you're working with a compact layout, you might have to sacrifice other fixtures or even knock down a wall to accommodate it comfortably. The integrated slotted overflow and drain system is a thoughtful design touch. In everyday use, the overflow slot means you can fill the tub a bit higher without worrying about water spilling over the edge, great for those who love a deep soak. The efficient drain system, meanwhile, seems to prevent the slow drain feeling that some heavy tubs suffer from. In my experience, the water empties in under 3 minutes, which is a nice time saver if you're juggling a busy morning routine. Who should buy the WOODBRIDGE 55-inch stone resin tub? If you're someone who values a genuine spa-like experience at home, enjoys long, hot soaks, and wants a surface that stays looking pristine with minimal upkeep, this tub is a solid match. It also makes sense for households where safety is a priority, parents with kids, older adults with balance concerns, or anyone who just appreciates that extra slip resistance. If you're willing to invest in professional installation and have the bathroom space to showcase an oval,